No comms.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the most amazing sweaty gameplay you have ever seen. Ever. No, it's the bottiest of lobbies that I've ever seen. Worse? No, maybe not worse than Swag's lobbies. No, it is. It's worse than Swag's lobbies. And this is from a content creator and Twitch streamer by the name of Lion. So, let's crack on with the video. Now, this is actually Lion's Twitch channel. 242 followers, not that many. But catch them while they're small, and then they won't grow to the size of some of these other such streamers. But the more interesting things to find about this guy are actually on his YouTube channel. If you just look at the thumbnails of all of these videos, it looks like just every single one of these sweaty Warzone self-proclaimed pros. Diaz Biffle, we're talking about Rapools, we're talking about Swag, right? We're talking about Capture, we're talking about Nick Stars, we're talking about Night. Thumbnails, exactly the same, right? There's one video in particular that we're going to be paying attention to today. Amazing 64 kill record on Vondel. Let's go and take a look. Straight away, we can see this guy has got a monitor cam on, right? Now, a monitor cam is great for making sure people know you are not using any form of ESP wall hacks. On the monitors on show, of course, we can see that not the whole setup is on show. He's got his gaming monitor as well as what looks like half of his OBS monitor, so we don't know if there's anything else on the other side of that. But that's not what we're looking at today. We're looking at the sweatiest player ever. Let's play this video.
Yeah, but 75 is fucking insane. I'm going for AFKs, so...
Woo! Turn me up! Just look, there's just guys just sort of falling. Look, that guy's actually moving. This guy's actually moving. Yeah. Shooting back. Not much of a problem so far, right? So far we've seen what, like 2 AFKs. That's fine.
No comms.
This is where it gets interesting now. Look at this. How many players are on the floor there? Let's just pull it back. Let's just right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players. 10 AFK players just sitting on the floor. Right? I don't know how many of them he's just down. Not many, I don't think. But this is the lobby he's in. And whilst all this is going on, there's another AFK player just floating in there. Right. So, let's just for a quick second discuss how VPN is not cheating, says all these Warzone pros. I wonder why they think that. For content purposes only. But if the guy's running it for this, right, every time he comes into, I don't know, say this guy decides to play a 2v2 gunfight, he's not going to do too well when he's used to shooting people who are AFK, right? Because when it comes to playing against somebody who's a little bit sweaty and you've been shooting people standing still to get your, record gameplay, you're not going to do too well. So they will always turn it on, even in a gunfight, even in a tournament. Look, just AFK. Oh my God, turn him up, Doc. Turn him up. How many other streamers have we seen who play exactly like this in lobbies, exactly like this as well? AFK again. That one might not have been AFK. That one might have shot back. But if that's the case, he was essentially AFK. So he's on 9 kills already off the rip. Okay. And he says, I'm dropping 60. Look, this guy just AFK in the water, right? So this is what you would call like an ultimate bot lobby. There's no sugarcoating it. This is somebody using a VPN to cheat to try and be the best that they can be. Yeah? The fact is, no matter what you do with a VPN, if you're running a VPN and you're getting lobbies like this, right? Then how can you go and proclaim to be great at the game? If you can't compete at your own level with skill-based matchmaking, you're a bot. This guy has to go in against people who aren't even playing the game to try and pretend to be good. Does that make sense? Like, and it's not just him, right? We're using him as an example here today. But listen, these guys will continue to tell you VPN is not cheating. I would tell you now, like on beginner mode, the bots that the game gives you,
You guys can see this shit.
are harder and more difficult than what this is, than what we're seeing here. AFK, AFK. I think one guy shot back at him so far. I want to see what happens if he comes up against a sweaty player as well. Like, he's currently on 14 kills now. Another AFK. So he's on 15. There's another AFK just to the left of him. Why would he be leaving that guy there? Well, it's called farming, isn't it? So he's farming kills, leaving this guy here in hope that his teammates spawn back in. So, does he do that? Nope. Got the squad wipe. Now, even this guy who was shooting back just couldn't hit his shots, to the point where Lion has actually switched over to a pistol and been able to chase this guy down. The guy's running away from him. Oh my god, there's a guy to the left shooting at him now as well. Is he about to have his first problem? Oh, it looks like it. He's got no plates on and he's half health. Oh, he's having a problem now. See, this is what happens. You're having a problem now because you were getting so used to everyone just standing still. This guy who's shooting him's probably got like a 0.2 KD. Can't hit his shots, but for some reason he's getting the upper hand on him because he's got that complacent shooting people who are stood still. Now he's got to really sweat. Or rat. You know, he's gone up here, peeked a little corner and stuff. Oh, another AFK player. Oh no, that guy's not AFK now. He's having real problems with this one. He's having real problems. The first guy to truly be shooting back at him and giving him a little bit of a run for his money. He was already down there, I believe. This guy's still shooting at him, still giving him problems.
Very calm, so.
One of the most ironic things for me is the fact that throughout all this, right, a proof of legitimacy is using a monitor cam. But that only proves, like, oh, I'm not using wall hacks, like I said earlier, right? And he's got it set up. And this guy is literally running the most ruthless VPN I've ever seen. Yeah, I've never seen anything where there's that many players just dropping in. Well, I have seen it. I have. I've seen it very early on when VPNs were rife, like when everyone was starting to use them. And this is what the lobbies look like. But it would appear that there's a new one in town, right? So maybe one of the old ones has had an update, because this is the bottiest lobby I've seen for a long while, at least in Vondel. And bear in mind, I've reacted to Nick Star's gameplay. Now imagine, right, having a lobby where everyone stood still like this, and you still can't beat Nick Star's gameplay. Why? Ask yourself that. Why? Oh, it's because Nick Star is also using aimbot, and as well as his VPN. This guy here, I'm not too sure about the aimbot, but definitely, nice. There's no aimbot there. But there was definitely a very harsh VPN being used for this bot lobby. I'll tell you now as well, this may well be on console. I think it might be on console. Yeah, it is. This is actually on PS5. So not only is this proof of the bottiest of lobbies, but proof that it's happening on console. Yeah, so far as I'm aware, based on the latency tab and the packet loss tab at the top left corner, they're identical to mine on PlayStation. And he doesn't have his FPS up. And every streamer wants to show off the frames per second, don't they? Oh, he's having his real tough time here now, come on. Oh, he got so lucky there, he got so lucky. There's the thing now, so how many of the top 250 in ranked play are on console? Not many. How many people knew that there was VPNs for console? probably not many, but a lot of the VPN services are now offering their services for console and PC. To me, this looks like it's on console. I could be wrong, but based on the tabs at the top, they look like console tabs on PS5. The fact he doesn't have his FPS up as well screams that it's on PlayStation 5 as well. Yeah, he's got PlayStation 5 controller buttons and stuff as well. But the issue I've got here is that this guy is proclaiming to be great at the game. This is how you do it. This is that. And we'll go and show you why now. Every single one of these videos, he's got plus settings, movement settings, controller settings. Change these settings for the best aim assist. Best PC setup for 240 frames per second. Best movement plus settings for Vondel. Right? Settings. Almost like he's got some sort of in-game settings that are going to help you drop stupid 64 kill games, when in reality we know it's the VPN he's got running in the background. I am going to do a little bit of digging just quickly now to find out whether or not this guy is on PC or console. I mean, just based on this video alone, it's best PC setup for 240 FPS plus movement in Warzone 2, right? First of all, I just want to point something out. He's only got 90 FPS, right? Okay. But this here shows that he's got an FPS tab, which you can't get on console, or at least not on PlayStation. And, you know, the title of the video is about the best PC setup. So this, for me, shows that he's on PC. So going back on what I said earlier, he's definitely up to no good with a VPN. And this is proof of just how bad they can be. But my favourite streamer says VPN isn't cheating. Get a grip. VPN is clearly a cheating method. If you can't see that after watching today's video, I don't think you ever will. Unless you're only defending it because you use a VPN too. If you can't go and play the game and actually sweat to try and get kills, is it even worth playing? Go and play an offline game. Go and play something where you can play against the computer bots. Put it on beginner, yeah? And that way you might actually stand a chance of doing something well without using a cheating method, okay? If you did enjoy today's video, guys, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And if you guys want to contact me about any streamer that you believe is cheating, no matter how big or small, you can reach me over on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Oh, and one last thing before we go. As you guys are aware, I am partnered with Supreme CBD, who offer products such as this CBD oil. And honestly, these work a treat. Just before you go to bed, you get a couple of drops in this. Put it under your tongue, very simple to do. And within a couple of minutes, you'll feel more relaxed. Time to go to bed, get your head down, and you will have a brilliant night's sleep. If you want to check it out for yourself, hit the link in the description below and make sure you use code BBB40 at checkout. Thank you.